What's happening, guys? GC Falcon 101 here, and welcome to my preview for the 2013 United States Grand Prix at the Circuit of Americas, just outside Austin in Texas. First of all, sorry we haven't been uploading in such a while. Just had a wee break from YouTube that I'm in pretty much in the middle of my tests for college, and I've just been studying for them. But now, since I've only got a couple of tests left, I'm going back into YouTube now. And I've got some pretty cool projects coming up over the next few months, which will be pretty exciting. And over the next few months, of course, I'll let you guys know about what these are. But anyway, let's go into some F1 news first, and it is some big news in the transfer market. Two drivers are leaving their teams. Pastor Maldonado, who has been at Williams since 2011, is now leaving Williams, and Felipe Massa will replace him. So to be honest, I'm not really that surprised about this, because his performance in Japan, he forced his way past Bottas on the final lap at the last chicane in Japan, and well, it was an unfair overtake. Literally barged him off, forced him off the track, and he took the place for 16th as well. I mean, there was no point in that. He just trying to show the team that he's a better driver, but he is a good driver, yeah, but just those kind of performances won't save him a seat on the team for next year. So Felipe Massa is good that he's still staying in Formula 1. Of course, he announced that he will be leaving Ferrari a few months ago. He announced that, and yeah, Williams will be his next place, but I don't really know if it will be his last team. Jensen Button has pretty much confirmed that he will be staying at McLaren until the end of his career. He seems to be very comfortable at McLaren over the past 5 years now, since he stepped, well, 4 years actually, coming up to 5 years, but 4 years now, since he's stepped foot in the McLaren factory, and he's been very comfortable there. He just needs a pretty good, strong car, and that's possibly why Sergio Perez, he's leaving McLaren. Well, he didn't really say leaving. He said he got sacked by McLaren, and the new reigning Formula Renault 3.5 champion Kevin Magnussen will be replacing him in his rookie year at McLaren next year. It's going to be a crucial year next year for him, because could he repeat what Lewis Hamilton did in his rookie year in 2007. Perhaps if he didn't make the mistake in China, he could have won the World Championship. I mean, if the 2008 Championship stayed the same as it did, and if he didn't make that mistake in 2007, he could have been a double World Champion in his first 2 years of Formula 1. Well, I haven't really looked at Kevin Magnussen that much, but according to his track record in that, he is a very strong contender. He's a very strong driver, and perhaps could be a future world champion, because I was watching Sky Sports news. I was watching Sky Sports, and when they were talking through practice 1 of the Grand Prix this weekend, they said that the drivers who've been really successful throughout their junior formula before they entered Formula 1, they have more determination than the drivers who aren't as successful in the junior formula to actually perform and to perhaps contend for the title. I mean, so for me, Lewis Hamilton, he's pretty much the best rookie driver. Like in his rookie years, in his rookie period, he was the best driver for me. And you know, he is for me. He's my no, he's my number 1 driver. I like his driving style, very much like Ayrton Senna, and he's just a pretty cool guy. I know it kind of sounds gay, but anyway, so yeah, Sergio Perez is leaving McLaren. So where will his Mexican money go? Because at the moment, the Lotus seat is still available, but Lotus have confirmed, well, pretty much have confirmed, that's either Pastor Maldonado or Nico Hulkenberg who will take the Lotus seat. I'm talking of Lotus, Kimi Räikkönen has confirmed that he will miss the last 2 races at the US, which is this weekend, and at Interlagos at Brazil for the grand finale of the 2013 Formula 1 World Championship. Well, because of a back injury. He had a long-term back condition. Well, I wouldn't really say it was a condition, but some pain in his back and it needed some surgery. So he's taken. He had the surgery on Tuesday, I believe, and Lotus have confirmed that he's alive and kicking. He's resting right now, trying to look over what pretty successful set second year at Lotus, I would say. Won the first race at Australia. It was a big surprise there when he won the first race because nobody was expecting it. They were expecting Red Bull to dominate once again, perhaps Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton, or even McLaren, but people weren't expecting McLaren to be that slow. But Lewis came out of nowhere and took the win in Australia. It's a shame that Raikkonen would miss the last two races, because that means that his third place at the World Championship standings is under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. They're currently at least on top of my head, at least 13 points separating them. So Lewis Hamilton could definitely take third place in the drivers' title, which will beat his record. Will beat his his position last year in the table, which is pretty remarkable in his first year at the series. So yeah, Sergio Perez leaving McLaren, Kevin Magnussen is replacing him, and also Heikki Kovalainen. Amazing, really good news to see him back at Lotus in his first proper practice session as a kind of full-time-ish Formula driver for Lotus. He finished 13th in practice 1, which isn't too bad considering that this is first since season a new car, pretty much, because he was a test driver for Caterham, and he's pretty much driving definitely a totally different car. So yeah. So some practice 1 was actually delayed by nearly an hour. Actually, we had to wait at least 45 minutes or something because of a big fog that was covering the whole track at the start of P1. The FIA did delay it, but then the sun came out and the medical helicopter wasn't there because, well, one, the medical helicopter couldn't reach the track because it's too foggy and it'd be too risky to land. And when the fog did clear, the fog went over to where the helicopter was before it left. The hospital was at the hospital, so the helicopter couldn't take off, and it took nearly an hour, I think more than an hour, I believe, it took for the helicopter to come onto the track, and that meant it was safe, because they really need the helicopter there, because if there's a big crash, and hopefully that won't happen, but if there is a big crash, and they need the helicopter to take the driver to the hospital as quickly as possible, because the ambulance won't be quick enough. Hopefully it will be, but the helicopter will be so much quicker, and they need that extra support from the helicopter to take the driver to the track so that he is treated properly at the hospital. So Fernando Alonso was fastest in P1. Don't really hear that often this year, wouldn't you? First with a time of 1:38.343, and if you compare it to last year's lap time, which was set by Sebastian Vettel, was a 1:38.125. Now, considering that track temperatures were cooler because of the fog this year, perhaps we could see the 1:37s in P2, probably even 1:36s if the drivers really pretty much just really get on with it. So Vettel actually finished 18th. He was 2.3 seconds off the pace of Alonso. However, he was on the heavy fuel ones. Now, pretty much everyone was in the heavy fuel ones because they were concentrating on the race. I mean, how much the tires would be affected by the heavy fuel So they have to get that done as soon as possible. Hopefully in P2 you will see some really fast lap times. So that pretty much covers that. And also one more bit of news was that Kvyat, whatever I think it's Kvyat, who is the new Toro Rosso driver for next year, did do his lap time, his first P1 lap time of the season, I believe. He finished 17th with 171 with no 1.722 seconds slower than Alonso so do the maths in that. That is a 140 something, 1 minute 40 seconds. Remember that lap time, and he wasn't that far off Ricardo, who he's supposed to replace, about 2:10 separating them both, which isn't too bad actually, considering that Kvyat is a rookie driver. And other rookie drivers who took to the grid this afternoon was Alexander Rossi in the Caterham. He was 3 seconds slower than Alonso, but that's expected. And Gonzalez, I think Pedro Gonzalez, I can't really remember was full name is. He was 5.3 seconds lower than Alonso. He was in the Marussia, and he had some sort of engine problem, and his engine caught fire slightly. But I think that built-in fire extinguisher stopped the fire from spreading. So that's pretty much the end of the preview. Once again, sorry that I've been uploading lately. I've been busy with college, and I've also been planning some other stuff for YouTube. And also I'm pleased to announce that the Front Row Racing League 2013 is underway now. I will be uploading the first review video of the Australian Grand Prix of the league, or hopefully on Monday. I'll take a lot of editing in that, so hopefully that'll be done by Monday. So yeah, thanks for watching. Give us a like if you like my videos. Subscribe to my channel. It's been Cheesy5King 101.